What's up, ladies and gents? You tuned in to the Mike and Drew Sports Show.
I'm Mike.
I'm Drew.
And I'm Jamez. We're going to get into the biggest takeaways from the NBA Finals. Where does the Warriors rank in terms of the NBA dynasties? What does this year's championship mean for Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and LeBron James? And how does Steph not winning the Finals MVP hurts his legacy? And we're also going to get into Dwayne Casey being hired by the Pistons. We're going to get into the biggest takeaways of the NBA Finals. Drew, we're going to start with Drew, man.
For sure. Alright, so the first thing I got from the NBA Finals is that when the Warriors win, it kind of feel like they ain't really winning. Like it don't feel like nothing changed. I feel like Kevin Durant, this ring don't really put him ahead of nobody. It don't put him it don't solidify him. We already know he was one of the all-time greatest scorers, but it don't really put him ahead of nobody. It do more for Steph than him, really. He low-key shortened Steph and Clay's growth. Because Steph can't even win the Finals MVP without, with this man here. Then, in terms of the Cavs, LeBron about to bust up. Tyloo might get fired. They team weak, it's a wrap. I mean, it is what it is.
My biggest takeaway is got to be J.R. Smith and George Hill and just the whole Cavs just blowing game one, man. Because I just feel like it really messed up LeBron's legacy.
It did.
He was supposed, if he would have got that game, you up 1-0 and Golden State. Going game two, like I said, bro, they could have possibly could have been up 3-0 themselves, because they could have probably won game one. And came back on the attack. If you win game one, bro, your momentum is going. I feel like you can get game two. Game three is almost yours at home, your first game back at home. But I just feel like the Cavs blew game one. And it just hurt the team, bro. Hurt the morale going into that overtime.
Yeah, you could tell
it was messed up. It just wasn't. The feeling wasn't the same. You could see at the post-game conference that LeBron just wasn't. He wasn't the same person for real. Just he transitioned to a whole different type of person off that loss.
Yeah, but I feel like one of the biggest takeaways I see is this is the prequel before of what we're gonna see for these next couple of years with this whole super team stuff. As you see, now you really have to, the Warriors are the team to beat. They already was the team to beat, but they're really the team to beat, as you can see, because they're just dominating the West. The East has no competition when it comes to the NBA Finals. So I feel like just everybody's going to be shopping around trying to find the best players, put together the best team, the best dynasty team to try to beat these guys. So that's what I hope.
One thing the Warriors don't get enough credit for, is the fact that all them players is willing to stay there. All of those players are smart. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They don't get enough credit for everybody taking how the Spurs did. People got to take pay cuts. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't willing to do that. That's why the Heat broke up. Because, people weren't really willing to take less pay. So it's
and I just think it's good that they drafted.
It's gonna be hard to put the team
most of the players on the team: Jordan Bell, Kevon Looney, from Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. They drafted most of the team. Just the biggest part was KD going over there and getting them over the hump, because they lost 73-9. They still lost to the Cavs. So KD really took them to that point where it was just
they're unbeatable.
They really unbeatable. And at the end of the day, like he said, they got to get old. Steph already turning 30. They're going to go on a decline eventually. But for right now, like you said, over these next 2 to 3 years, they looking good. Klay Thompson, he's talking about taking a pay cut. I already know everybody still is willing to take a pay cut if they can keep that team together. It don't make no sense for them to everybody to lead a team when everybody can just stay.
But ego is gonna play a part.
I just feel like it's not no egos, man. Because at this point, because with Steph not winning the MVP, he's the leader of the team.
Into that later.
Yeah, he just said, but he the leader of the team. It start with him. Draymond got a sort of an attitude, but I just feel like everybody else just chill.
I feel like it's gonna come to a point where Kevin Durant gonna have to solidify his legacy. He can't do that.
That's what he's doing now. He's getting his Finals MVP.
But that's not putting him.
What else do you gotta do? But winning
you gotta do it a certain type of way. It's not about.
It's no other way. It's no other way to do it. He already done went to the highest point. He done went to the Warriors. There's nothing else he can do
You go to a team by yourself or a team.
And he already had that opportunity,
and
so
you blew it. So you gotta, in order to solidify your.
That's what he's doing. That's why he's trying to go so hard right now and trying to step up and be like, no, the Warriors need me too.
I know the NBA greats is looking at Kevin Durant like you ain't in the same circle as us because it don't feel the same. Like I said, when they win, it don't even feel like
it don't feel the same.
Don't even feel like
you can't
feel like we had the NBA Finals.
You can't take a ring away from nobody.
You can't take the ring away, but you could. It means more when you get it a certain type of way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's true. But how many NBA greats don't have rings that can look at him and say, I don't agree, or you know what I'm saying, you're not in my circle
back
because
then,
they don't have rings.
T-Mac might have wanted to go to the Spurs. He might have go to the Lakers. Why not?
Because it ain't the same. What you about to say?
He ended up on the Spurs. He still didn't get that ring. So
right.
and T-Mac was my favorite player growing up.
He went late, but no, they wasn't thinking of that at that time.
Yeah.
Like it's really not the same as the LeBron thing. I know everybody try to compare it. Like LeBron going to Miami. It's nothing the same.
It's nothing the same, but it's like the same. But the fact that he went to a team that just beat him, it makes it worse.
Yeah,
they beat the Burks.
So speaking of the Warriors, we're going to get into how they rank in the NBA dynasty. So what do you think? You got the Spurs, you got the Celtics, you got the Bulls, and then you just added the Warriors to that list. When it comes to terms
they
of
up there because they just been on a winning spree for the last 4 or 5 years, just winning 60+ games, went 73-9. They got a championship 3 out of the last 4 years. So if they back to back, if they three-peat, then you know what I'm saying, you gotta kind of put them up there. But they added Kevin Durant. If it was without Kevin Durant, I would rank them up there with they still probably maybe top 5. I gotta give them top 5.
It ain't a lot of dynasties though. So
you gotta give them.
You know,
they almost the 5th dynasty at this point.
Other than the Lakers, Celtics, Bulls, maybe the Pistons a little bit, then you gotta put them in there. You know what I'm saying? If they stay together for a good amount of time.
I mean, I think they there now though. Just because I was about to downgrade, I was about to say they're the worst of the worst, but they low key 5. Because like you said, you got the. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers really good.
They got 16, 17, 18 championships.
So they on that, you know what I'm saying? That 5th, 6th level off top. And if they stay together for a long time,
they guaranteed to go back again next year. It's like it's nothing that's going to stop them besides LeBron and somebody else going to the Rockets. Other than that, it's looking like an easy dub once again.
Yeah.
Because what you think?
Like I said, well, really, man, you got to give them that credit, regardless of the fact that they added Kevin Durant. Before that, they was already a 73-9 win team, so that already put them up there.
Right.
And the Bulls added, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
So, I mean, every team adds somebody at the end of the day. So, and my biggest thing about it is when years later, we're going to think about what was on paper rather than the emotion that came with it at that time. We're going to be the old dude.
Now us?
We going to be the old dude.
No, that's what I'm saying.
The young kids, we don't know what happened.
No,
we don't know. But that's what I'm saying. When it's on paper, when people talk, think about what we talk about now in terms of the NBA and how people say, it's people our age that say, who put Wilt Chamberlain, which is, you know what I'm saying, on paper is good, but people didn't see Wilt Chamberlain play.
Right.
So we're going to think about later on paper, how does that look years down the road rather than, Kevin Durant took out, you know what I'm saying?
KD is almost guaranteed to get 4 rings at this point. He just won 2 like that, like it was nothing. And he only 29 years old.
So is it a 4-peat?
They got a 3-peat for me. They got a 3-peat for me to.
And it can happen. It's like
the credit they deserve.
The insurance is going by quick. They've already been.
They got a 3-peat, bro. The Lakers 3-peated. The Bulls 3-peated. You got the 3-peat off top.
Got to.
You calling it?
I need to see it.
Okay. We're gonna see. But talking about Kevin Durant, what does this year's championship mean more to Durant, or for his legacy, to better say?
What does it what?
What does it mean for his legacy?
I think it, like I said earlier, but when we first started the show, it don't really do too much for his legacy. Like, we knew you was one of the greatest scorers of all time. Now you got the ring we thought you was gonna get. We all thought you was gonna get it a different type of way.
Right.
But you jumped ship, did some little BS, and got the ring. So it's like, even when they win, feel like they don't even be winning. Both years. they got Kevin Durant. Still feel the same
It
way.
wasn't like no real emotion. Like,
Yeah, it's like
Cleveland.
Because they ain't get it from the
It wasn't no real moment. KD hit a big three, but that was game 3. It wasn't like at the game 4 was like.
That's because it was a sweep.
No, because they didn't get it from the dirt. That's what happened. Once you get it from the dirt, it give you that emotion. Even when I was a LeBron hater, I still, even when he runs.
You said you was a what?
Yeah, right. Okay.
Huh? What did he say?
Candy Cameron. When I was a LeBron hater, you know what I'm saying? I still gave him his respect when he won the rings because he got it from the mud. And you can't disregard that. Kevin Durant ain't do that.
The mud? I don't think the mud is anybody. If you have a ring,
But that team
and you show me how to get it, does that mean really getting it from the mud?
everybody show somebody something.
Him going back to Cleveland, Cleveland was showing him getting it from the mud.
Wait. Nah, you saying D Wade showed him how to get a ring?
He kind of did.
He did.
But that don't.
What did he show?
He
Like,
just
what did
gave-
he show him?
He after that first season, he basically said like, "This is your team. We need you to do this, that, and the third for us to go to that next level." But besides all that, that's still the dirt because D Wade is his man's. They wasn't in the. They didn't play the Cavaliers last year.
They played together.
They did 3-1 them.
I'm gonna Bill Westbrook was his man's.
So
no, Westbrook was his man's for sure.
just off the strength of that, he feel like they don't need to be winning. So I feel like in order for KD, like real talk, he still is like where he was at before he got this ring. Now that he got this ring, MVP, nobody gonna put him. Oh, like he top 2 small. He's still where he was at. So he needs to just do it.
Still not better than LeBron
or Larry Bird for sure.
He's a great scorer, but it don't mean too much for me.
I get it. What does this mean about Steph Curry then?
He already was one of the best shooters. He is the best shooter of all time. He got 3 rings now. KD got 2. He got 3. He got as many as LeBron. You're on your way. You possibly could 3-peat. But if you get a Finals MVP next year, I don't know. He's looking like he's one of the greats. He's Hall of Fame.
Like I said, they do more for Steph than KD. Steph the top 5 point guard.
Because once you get 3 rings, you solidify.
Ever?
He's the top 5 ever. Steph is the top 5 point guard.
Oh yeah, of course.
This ring don't do nothing but strengthens that argument.
It's making it real bad because that happened too quick. Like nobody was expecting to get 3 rings that fast. Like
within 4 years though. So
that's insane.
What does this mean for LeBron James not winning this championship? Because he's now 3-6. Yeah. I would like to hear from you, Mike.
Of course. You don't want the Cavaliers shirt on. So.
Cleveland!
I mean, it's another L, but, he went out there and did what he had to do. He didn't have the pieces around him. They didn't produce as well as the Warriors. You don't got a Kevin Durant, a Stephen Curry. You got George Hill, who's scoring 2 points in the game. J.R. Smith, he's in and out. Kevin Love, he's getting his usual 17 and 11, but that's nothing compared to the Warriors. It's Andre Iguodala pop up and get 13. JaVale McGee getting 10. But
James
drives and finishes. It's going to look bad on the record when you look at it and be like, he lost and he got swept. But I don't think it really hurts his legacy at all for him not winning because, look at the team you're going up against.
And then it is almost his 15th year, and what he did this year is like...
I don't give a hell. Kobe did that same thing for one. But even past that...
I always want to bring up other people.
But even past that, though, you can't... It just separates him from having the mentality of Kobe and Jordan and other killers on the court. Not to say he's not one of the GOATs, but he's the GOAT. He's a GOAT for another reason. Not because of his mentality. That's what separates Kobe and Jordan and players like that. Because Kobe's skill set is not better than LeBron's. Neither is Jordan's. LeBron has the best skill set. He's don't get injured
all around.
Right. He don't get injured at all. So
even when he get injured, he tie his shoe back up and he get back. He was down.
Yeah. All he do is get cramped. But
Yeah, that's another story for another day.
So does this kill the GOAT debate?
I mean, just like how you said earlier, the kids ain't gonna know. Like when he let that switch slide, he let KD hit that shot over Rodney Hood. That ain't the GOAT debate for me. And that's what he did for a long time. Unless you get 2 to 3 more
rings. Because it was already dying down, and when he came back from 3-1, it was kind of seeming like
it put him back.
Back up.
But I mean, Jordan just did something nobody has ever seen before.
Kobe's better than
Kobe lost 2, so he's not even
5-2 though.
But he lost. Jordan was just
your man lost triple the times I lost, and won almost half.
But take away what he did.
He lost triple.
What he did without Shaq.
He lost triple.
If LeBron had somebody scoring 30 points and averaging 15 rebounds, of course LeBron would have won every finals he been in.
What my man said, different times, different circumstances.
Exactly. So your man's he got 2.
No matter what happens,
Your man's 2-2. Your man's 2-2.
Right.
Really. So we're gonna take them 3
like
off.
I said, different times, different circumstances.
But it didn't hurt him. Didn't hurt him or help him.
I feel like
he
still can have that moment of being still considered a GOAT.
He is a
GOAT.
GOAT.
He's of course a GOAT just off of just basic skill in the player he is. But so far as the conversation has been about the greatest of all time when it comes to how many rings and how you get those rings. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, on paper, he's a GOAT.
Yeah.
You just can't pass Jordan. He got the greatest shoe of all time.
I was say that. Everybody saying
number 23 code, the red and black, Chicago Bulls. All that is just the Jordan sign. It's unbeatable. You cannot.
LeBron knows that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Why did he choose to wear that number 23? But you said this means more for Steph. But what does this mean for him not winning Finals MVP?
I don't necessarily think it means nothing. I think it's gonna lead to something. I think it's gonna lead to Steph getting up out of Golden State because I don't think he could take another lead. He can't take another.
Oh, not winning the Finals MVP.
Bro,
You think he wouldn't rather get 5 rings?
I look at it like okay. I just look at it like okay.
But you got, bro. It's other people voting.
I look at it like
he performed.
Yeah, 37.
The players gonna do what it takes to separate themselves from the other. Steph get another ring, same spot, no finals MVP, same spot. He get another ring after that, same spot, no finals MVP. He in the
5
same
rings
spot.
Though.
What do that put him? Don't put him above Magic.
Put him above LeBron.
No, it don't. Not if he ain't got no rings. Not if he don't have a finals MVP though.
So 5 rings. No one, for one, Steph is the star of that team.
He's got somebody.
Okay, so let's hear it. So if Steph get 5 rings, he's better than LeBron. With no finals MVP.
Not better like skill wise, but so far as just when it comes to championships and
of course talking about more. But Robbie Horry the best in championships ever.
No, but did he lead
Bill
that
Russell
team?
Got 10.
Did he lead the team?
11.
Bill Russell got 11. We don't even consider him to go. So at the end of it, because Jordan
was on the
so Steph ain't
flawed with it. X-Men, what they say? I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, Frost. Yeah, I know what you said. You will take your world.
But even still though, like that don't Steph gonna do what he gonna do to separate himself. Like he ain't gonna stay there and Kevin Durant winning all the finals MVPs.
But I don't think he cares. He said that. He said he doesn't care about that.
He will eventually. He don't right now.
You think
it's a ring chase right now? This is gonna be a finals MVP chase.
I feel like Kevin Durant will leave before Steph.
No.
Yes.
Where's Kevin Durant? Bro,
nobody's gonna want him. Nobody's gonna want Kevin Durant.
Wherever he's at.
Hey, that's Stephen Curry team though, man.
It is. That's what I'm saying.
He can't lead the Golden State, man. All of them, they might be the first team to do 20 years together. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing.
That's what I want to see. I feel like they can do it. Everybody, if y'all keep taking pay cuts, y'all gonna just triple y'all money by winning rings and getting that money back in the playoffs and off endorsements y'all getting. So you're not losing nothing, and you gaining rings.
So Steph win 5 rings and 6 rings. Back to the original question, what does that mean?
He might be the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, if he wins 6, man. Come on, bro. He already the greatest shooter.
I said someone was supposed to say.
Without winning finals, what if he win finals MVP?
He could. But I doubt if he get one with KD there. because people just voting KD in there because he don't. Low key, he had a better performance to me than KD anyway.
Yeah.
Even though KD averaged more.
Yeah, he averaged.
Still broke the record for most threes ever in finals history, most threes in the finals series, and most threes in the finals game.
So you don't question
all this year.
So you think that having those type of accolades, you think he's still worried about not getting Finals MVP when he still has a record of most threes?
Yes. Because that don't separate you from. Like I said, he a top 5 point guard right now. What do you have to do to separate yourself? We already know he's gonna have to be the best shooter all the time. He's gonna break the 3-point.
He's just gonna have to go to the next level.
And that's getting a Finals MVP.
All right, who says to say that
scoring title?
He can't do that.
He already got a scoring title.
Name the year.
The one he went in unanimous.
He was scoring champion. You sure?
Very. Because we looked at this the other day. Remember y'all was talking about Steph Curry won 2 MVPs. I forgot about the one he won before the unanimous. So I looked at it
back to back.
Yeah.
So he got 6 MVPs. But it don't matter because
you need a Finals. You need a Finals MVP.
I feel like he gonna get one.
Yeah, I feel like he will.
If it was any time better than this one, I don't know.
I don't think so. He could still.
Yeah, because KD still, like you said, KD trying to separate himself.
But he can't do that. He can't even do that.
But he just gonna do it just because, like, hey, if somebody want to bring it up, hey, look, I got three Finals MVPs and 3 rings, and I 3-peated. So what? Don't shut it down, and I can score better than you. And I can handle the ball and get to the rim.
Yeah, I'm 7 foot. I can fade everywhere.
Yep, hit from anywhere, from 40 feet, 50 feet, half court. I can do everything you can do. Block, play defense. He set himself up.
I don't know.
But the way he going about it is kind of messed up.
Yeah,
but
it is.
That's what I'm saying.
He's still performing. At the end of the day, he's still performing. So I don't like it, but
I don't like it.
I
gotta respect it.
Gotta respect it.
All right, so we're gonna talk about our lovely Detroit Pistons.
Let's
We
get
just
it.
got Dwayne Casey.
I don't even like getting the hype on here.
I don't. I ain't gonna get too hyped because I'm not even gonna get into all that. We just gonna talk about Dwayne Casey and then the future of these Detroit Pistons, man. So, what's y'all take on that?
I think he's gonna be a good coach. I think he's gonna bring some toughness to the team. You know, we was playing a little soft out there with Stan Van Gundy.
Looking a little glossy.
Yeah, he wasn't playing with no effort and no purpose. It seemed like we was just out there just trying to play by Stan Van Gundy rules. I feel like Dwayne Casey gonna have a system. He gonna talk to the players. He gonna build a relationship. You know, he kind of like an older OG uncle type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coach, that's what I see him as. You know, somebody that you could relate to. You could bring. You could have a, you know what I'm saying, a good relationship with. And I think he's gonna be a good coach for us though.
I think so too. I think it was no better candidate. It didn't make no sense to hire anybody else. He was just Coach of the Year, voted in the lineup to win Coach of the Year. Led the Raptors to their best season ever. Of course, he got swept in the playoffs.
Right.
But that's not due to him. We all know who that's
He
due
hot
to.
right now, so I don't see why.
Raptors done for letting him go, but hey, we for sure pick up them
That
seconds.
Lowry season.
We for sure pick him up. So I feel like he's gonna be good. I feel like he got a nice little roster. I feel like if he put players in the right position,
We back downtown.
Oh,
Year
yeah.
2, coming off the first year, we, you know what I'm saying,
Little
seeing what it
Caesars.
was. Got a new coach, we back in office, we working. So,
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get my hopes up too
Eastern
high.
Conference Finals.
Yeah, hey. I just hope we make it in the
Three
playoffs
things.
and we're competing.
I'm
Get past the
I'm
first
looking
round.
at a 5th seed right now, and we're gonna go from there.
We're gonna be in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2 years.
Yeah,
3 years.
true.
3.
All right, man. So I think that wraps up everything. So thank you, thank you guys. This guy got the jokes today. We just gonna wrap up Mike and Juice Sports.
Season 3, season finale. You know what time it is, man. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, Mike and Drew Sports with 2 S's. Twitter, Mike and Drew Show. Make sure y'all download that app. Yeah, we out here with a live app on iTunes and Google Play, Mike and Drew Sports. You know what I'm saying? We handle everything ourselves. Make sure y'all get that though. Download it, search Mike and Drew Sports, YouTube, subscribe.
Do whatever. Michael Drew Sports, everything.
Anything else y'all want to say? Anything you want to say, J. Bill?
I'm good.
Paul. And we'll catch y'all on the flip.
That's it.
Let's get it.
I listen to Rich, I don't listen to Bro. I don't think you fit for the smoke. I laugh at your team, your clique is a joke.